Hello everyone, welcome back to Reignite. Thanks for stopping by. We've got a brilliant show for you today. Now they're a band that some of you may not have heard of, but you need to see them and you need to hear all about them. They are fabulous. Now there's been a slight technical glitch and one of the members was supposed to be joining us from Scotland but has problems with his internet. So Shirley may or may not join us at some point during the show, but don't worry, we've got the other three members of Torpedoes to entertain you so you can learn all about them. Hello Anders from Sweden and hello PJ from the States. Right, so should we crack on? Let's tell you all about Torpedoes. So this is how they describe themselves. Think Killing Joke, The Damned, Muse, The Cardiacs, and sprinkle in a little of The Cure and you get close to the Torpedoes. Ultimately, however, they sound like torpedoes. So let's meet them. Hello, Torpedoes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Very well indeed. Good to see you all, gentlemen, in that fabulous studio you're in there.
It's a shed.
It's a shed,
Yeah. But it looks fabulous. So glad you could all join us. As I just said in the introduction, we may or may not be joined by Shirley at some point during the show, dependent on internet. But we wish all the gremlins will not defeat us on Reignite.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, again, hello. I've just seen Danielle turn up from Ireland. Lynn's turned up from the UK. PJ from the States and Anders from Sweden. So thank you all for joining us. We are across the world already. So welcome to Reignite with Torpedoes. And I suppose the first thing we should do, if people don't know you, is to go through one by one, introducing yourselves and telling us how you got your start in music. So who wants to kick off?
Ray, you go. Hello, I'm Razor, the guitarist and singer. And how did I start? My dad was a guitarist, so I picked up the guitar and started when I was about 3. And
wow,
I've been playing ever since. So I couldn't play anything when I was 3, obviously. I didn't start learning properly until I was about 12, I guess, 12, 13. And I started my first band, and I've been doing it ever since. Because I can't do anything else.
So you picked up a guitar at 3. Did you take any formal lessons? Were you self-taught?
Totally self-taught.
Really?
On records and played along, that was it.
Yeah, that's what most people do. Yeah.
I still don't know what chords I'm playing at the time.
I don't.
You don't know what chords you're playing?
Yeah, I have to ask him, because I don't know what they are. It's like, what's this chord I'm playing? So, that's how informal it is,
If it works for you, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I've never changed it. I'm sort of scared to change it, Actually learn something.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
It's worked great songs, so...
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And have you ever had an urge to learn any other instruments or just guitar?
Well, I can play the bass and drums, and a really bad keyboard as well. So I don't really play the keyboards. It's just I write stuff on the keyboard and that's it. So I couldn't play anything else by anybody else,
Yeah.
It's like what they say about Ringo and the Beatles.
Yeah.
He wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles. That's what they say about me, you see. He's not a better drummer.
I'm not a better drummer than you are. I'm not. No.
He's very good.
Stamina.
Well, yeah. I could keep going for longer.
Yeah. So,
you're getting faster and faster and faster. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you said your dad was a guitarist. So what was he in bands? What was the deal with him?
He's like a cabaret band. So every weekend he was playing, clubs and stuff and, holiday camps. So I didn't really see him a lot when I was a kid because he'd work all week. And then at the weekend he was playing in the band. So, but he never taught me anything. He refused to teach me anything because he was like, lazy. Yeah, so I had to pick it up and learn it myself, because I thought, right, okay. So I did. You know,
That's-
I'm still learning now. As you do.
Yeah.
You never.
Oh, sorry. So, and then in those early days, then, what kind of music were you listening to? I mean, because with me, I sort of grew up with a weird mixture. It's like my parents were listening to Elvis, my brother was into punk, and I was sort of somewhere in the middle listening to ABBA and Kate Bush. So, what were you listening to in your early years?
Basically, parents' records, like some country and western, which I still can't really stand, and the Shadows. I still like the Shadows because we used to listen to them. And as you say, like Elvis as well, and yeah, you know, that sort of stuff really. But then like punk came along. I was only like about 7 or something when it came along, and it was the first sort of music I heard that I liked, you know. So because it's on top of the pops and stuff like that, you know, people forget, you know, it's like it was mainstream. It was pop music.
Yeah.
So that's what I got into, you know. There's all, as you say, like Kate Bush and stuff come along. It's like it's all like a mixture of weirdness, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and you go on from there, don't you? It's just like then Goth came out, and it's like so you just carried on with that sort of thing. It's always been an alternative, you know.
Yeah, got you. Excellent. All right, so let's move along then. Who's gonna throw it all open next and tell us all about their murky past?
Well, I started playing guitar was about 15, just through friends at school. Said it's really easy to play, so just try, you know. And primarily, I mean, I grew up with my parents' music, sort of Beatles, Eagles, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And a mate of mine, when I was 13, a mate of mine lent me the first 2 Jimi Hendrix albums, and that was me. I was hooked, and I just listened to Hendrix for months and months and months, nothing else. And that sort of scared me a bit. I thought, I don't know if I can play guitar, but I persevered, and I met. First band I was in was called Indiscreet, and that's sort of for a mutual friend of Ray's and mine, Pete. That's how I got to know Ray, and we were sort of drinking buddies for years because he was in his previous band was called Red Letter Day, an old Portsmouth punk band. And when he decided to leave, he sort of a few months later he asked me to join.
Oh, we've got a beer delivery.
Well, there you go.
Oh, look at that! Wow.
Beers.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
we have a beer.
Hang
We
on,
have a
where's
beer shop.
mine?
There you are.
He got
Cheers. Cheers, boys. I've got a Diet Coke.
As I said, it's bank holiday.
Yeah.
I need to get with the programme.
Yeah, indeed.
Excellent. Sorry about that.
That's absolutely. Do you know what? Beer break is just absolutely fine. It's good. I've heard that about you. That was a rumor about you from your chap in the studio. I believe that you brought more beer to rehearsals and instruments. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, yeah. We were there for quite a while,
Yeah.
though.
You were there. I think you pushed him over the edge, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice.
It's thirsty work, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hydrated.
That's it.
Yeah, very important. So, do you play any other instruments, Ben?
I do play keyboards. I've been playing keyboards properly, so about since the last album, which was 2018. I'm okay. I can play our stuff all right, but don't ask me to play anything else. I can play a few Beatles things on the piano, but I'm not, I'm good at our stuff basically. So
Okay.
yeah, I do enjoy it. I do really like it, and I do backing vocals as well. So
Okay. All
Yeah, because you
right.
played all the keyboards on this album, apart from I did one tiny little bit,
yeah,
and that was it. Whereas on the last album, I played some more keyboards, but he's like much better than me, so it's like he does it now. I can't stand playing.
Okay.
See,
You don't like doing it?
I love it. I wish I'd done it. Like a lot of things you pick up, you wish you'd done it a lot earlier. But there you go.
Yeah. Well, you're doing it now. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Elvis, what's Elvis's story?
Well, my parents, we had a big house because my dad was a vicar, so it was just like I was in this massive vicarage, and
Wow.
we had enough space that my brother decided that he would play drums. So he picked up a drum kit from my uncle, who used to play drums in another band, and started, bashing around on them. And then when he was not playing them, I'd sneak in to his room and I'd play them. So then the drums got moved. We had this stables area. We didn't have any horses or anything. Just had a dodgy old drum kit up there.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we would go up there and we would practice. He had his band and stuff, and then he went on to he moved to London and stuff and did his thing up there. And then I sort of took over using the loft for band rehearsals and stuff. So I was in a band initially with a couple of guys from I used to live in Somerset, so a band there. And then when I moved down to Portsmouth for university, my friend Tom, he had a colleague at work, because he worked for the MOD, who was a friend of these guys. And
Andy,
yeah. And then so they were looking for a drummer because Van had left. And so I met them, and
that was it.
we
So that was
started.
20 years ago, that was.
Yeah, it was.
This year,
Yeah,
Was it?
Yeah.
Jesus, was it really?
Wow.
Yeah.
We better split up. We've been going too long.
No, I've only just found you. You can't do that. I don't know where I've been for the last 20 years, but then we do watch things on TV that are like 15, 20 years old that we're just discovering, like, I don't know, The Mentalist and things that everyone finished watching about 10 years ago. I'm like, there's this great new show. So I'm a little bit behind the times. So no, please don't split up. There's enough bands in the punk era right now that are coming up to their 50th anniversary. So you've got a long road ahead of you. So that was what.
Yeah,
go on.
I mean, then met both these guys, and of course, rest history. But I mean, in the band I was playing with my mate Duncan, we were sort of playing Metallica and Queen, and then Sex Pistols, that sort of stuff. It was anything punk rock, anything metal. The heavier the better. And just trying to keep up really behind the drum kit with it all. But so met these guys, and just sort of really great band, really great guys, and here we are.
And here we are 20 years down the line. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
So let's get you guys, Ben and Razor, you already knew each other from before. That's what I'm trying to get to the crux of how the actual band physically started.
We met in 97, and then you split up from Red Letter Day in 2001.
Yeah.
And I joined in January 2002.
Yeah.
So that was, and you had about 8, 9 songs.
I started with some new songs, and so I had enough to start a new band with. So that's what we did. We got a drummer in, an old drummer called Van. He went on tour of Red Letter Day in 1995, and I liked him because he's a good laugh, and he was a good drummer as well. So it's like, do you want to join the band? He said, yeah, straight away. So yeah, it was all.
Where was the first? Can you go all the way back? Can you remember where was the first gig that you ever played?
Petersfield.
Was it?
Yeah.
Traders, Petersfield. Yeah, it's like this club upstairs. And we didn't expect it to be that popular, but it actually sold out. So some of our mates come up from Portsmouth and they couldn't get in because the gig had sold out. So I had to go downstairs. I had to go downstairs to the bouncers and say, look, these are our road crew. You have to let them in because otherwise you can't do the gig. So they did. So that's how they got in. And it was quite surprising, though. You know.
Brilliant.
Good work. Good work.
Our first gig. Yeah, it's good. But that was 2000. Yeah, was that 2002? Yeah, 2002.
2002. All right. So then I was going to one question I have to ask. There's no reason that important, but when I say your name, I always automatically say the Torpedoes, but it's Torpedoes. Why is there no the? Is there a reason for that?
No, but I can't stand it when people say the Torpedoes. It's like,
I won't do it then.
No, it's like no one says like the Nirvana or the
I suppose
the,
no.
the
I
radio
suppose not.
anthem, do they? They don't. It's like so. It's
Yeah.
just Torpedoes. That's it.
Like
I
Ukraine.
don't know what. Yeah.
Well, no, it is the Ukraine though, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
So it's not Ukraine at all. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Right. It's just me then, right? It's just me. I promise you, when I next see you, I will not ever, ever refer to you as the Torpedoes. Everyone got that. It's Torpedoes. It's not the Torpedoes. Torpedoes. Right. It's just me and my peculiarities then. Pay no attention to me. So most people don't. And can anyone speak for Shirley and let us know when he started in music and what his early influences are? Can somebody pretend to be Shirley?
His influences would have been similar to yours.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we got him in the band, really, because I don't know really how he started because he's a man of mystery. But we met him. He turned up at the first, meeting in the pub and that. I said, what sort of music do you like? He was going like Joy Division, Killing Joke, The Cure, this sort of thing. And I said, what, you're in the band then? That's it. Without even having to, hear him play. It's like exactly the same influences. So, it's probably going to work. As long as he actually knows one end of a bass to the other. So,
well, that helps. So he didn't actually audition?
No, not really.
No, he didn't.
No, he was just straight in. Because we knew someone who knew him anyway, and it was like, he's a good lad, so you should try him out. So he was basically in the band straight away.
We had a couple of guys that we met before, didn't we?
We did. There's a couple of blokes who wanted to be in the band,
and we sort
of like I didn't really get on with.
No,
with him really.
It felt a bit weird.
It felt a bit strange. Yeah.
Shirley just sort of came in, and it just felt like
he's always been there.
Yeah. Because he wasn't just talking about playing bass; he was talking about other stuff.
Yeah. Football and stuff.
Yeah, these guys love football. I mean, I don't mind it, but they really love it. And of course, with Pompey. But
it's about football and Vindaloo and stuff.
Curry. Yeah,
you're in. Beer, presumably.
Oh yeah,
talking about real ale and stuff.
Yeah.
So, there you go. What more do you need? Well, I suppose that's it. But that's the thing, isn't it? You could be the best musician in the world, but if you don't gel as a band, it's never going to work. That dynamic's got to happen, hasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
To me, that's the hardest thing. The hardest thing is getting on with the people in the band, because if you don't, then it's going to split up.
Yeah.
And you can't work with people like if you don't get on with them. So luckily, we can all be in like a little shed like this and not kill each other. Anyway.
Well, you hear that, but you hear stories of bands going on long tours and being on the road and stuck in a tour bus, and just by the end of it, they want to kill each other. So that's the most important thing, getting on together. So I was going to ask you, what's the songwriting process amongst you? Who does what in the band in terms of writing?
I do everything.
I write all the songs because it's just easier like that, rather than sort of like say I'll come around and write some songs and sort some lyrics out and stuff like that. It's just easier for me to write the songs and then just give it to the rest of the band.
And they're pretty much fully formed, like drums, bass, guitar, keys, everything, and lyrics, or melodies for lyrics. So it's all pretty much done all together. So we can add our little bits if we've got ideas and stuff. He's quite good like that. So
that's the process of being in the band, isn't it? Everyone puts their bits in, and it comes out something different than what I thought it's when it started, which is how it should work, I think, because I think I never thought of doing that little bit. So
sometimes he likes it, sometimes he doesn't when we add our bits. And he'll let us know. But in a nice way. It's always nice,
yeah, Elvis, something to change that.
Well, it's however it works, isn't it? Yeah. But you've only had very minimal lineup changes, haven't you, over the years? It's only drums has changed and bass has changed over 20 years.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, strangely.
22 years, because
22 years.
You started 2 years before me.
Yeah. So, we've only had one bassist and one drummer.
Roman.
Oh, Roman. I was going to bring your name up in a little while. Thanks for joining us, Roman. How you doing? They're an amazing band. I've only just discovered them, Roman. You know how behind the times I am. So, yes. And I was just going to hold up, actually, their fabulous album, which we're going to be coming to soon. exactly glinting on there. Heaven's Light, Our Guide, which we will be talking about in a minute. But thank you for coming, Roman. Lovely to see you.
Yeah.
In fact, why don't we bring Roman up now? Right. Anyone who's watching who doesn't know who Roman is, what the hell's wrong with you? Formerly in the Damned, Roman recently joined you on stage, did he not?
He did. He did. It was great.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Because I've been a Damned fan since I was a kid, you know. They're still my favourite band of all time.
Me too.
There you go.
So just it's weird because, you know, when you like about 15 and you go and watch them play live, and you never think that one day you'll be on stage with, you know, with the guy. So it's yeah, it was really weird. It was a bit emotional actually. You know.
Yeah.
It was. It was.
It
was for me. Yeah. Because I thought, you know.
It was quite.
And how did it come about though that he joined you on stage? How did that happen?
Well, I think because I don't know if you were at the last Soho Vampires, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I first met him. It's like, there's Roman Jug there. So I just went and had a chat with him. I gave him an album, and he got in touch with us about a couple of weeks later. It says, "You're playing Spice of Life in Soho in a few weeks. Can I join you on stage? You know, we'll do a Damn song." I thought, oh, great, that'd be excellent. So we learnt Street of Dreams, but we only rehearsed it like one rehearsal.
Yeah.
So we did knack her up the middle eight, but I think we got away with it.
Yeah. We're all looking at Roman going, oh my goodness, we've knackered it up and he's here playing.
I don't know. He might pop up in the comments and tell us in a minute. Did they muck up the middle eight, Roman? I'm sure you did.
Yeah, looking at me all confused.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, Roman, looking up your song. Yeah. But
amazing. What an experience though, having him join you on stage. That's brilliant.
Great.
Yeah, he was a really great guy, and he was, you know, giving out his time like that.
He's such a lovely bloke, really, you know.
Yeah.
But you don't, you know, it's nice to know that.
Mm.
We had him on Reignite a while ago.
I see you had Monty on a few weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, Monty was on, who hopefully will be at the next Soho Vampires, so we should all be able to meet up there. Yeah, I think so. Hope so. And Roman.
Yeah, I think Roman will be there,
yeah. So I've been looking through the history of the band, because as you say, it's 22 years now. So here's a query I've got. So you formed, it was 2004 that your first single came out, Twisted Love Song.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And it was 2007 that the first LP, The Gong Show, came out.
Yeah.
Why the gap between the two?
Because, well, we lost the drummer. That's what we lost the drummer in 2004. So Elvis joined, and we had to learn all the songs again and stuff, you know, with a new drummer. And then we got to the studio, and I think we just took a while just recording, because it was only like certain weekends we could do, because we all got jobs and like stuff like that, so going on. So it's we could only record now and again. And then we was looking around for a new record label, you know, as well. And eventually got put out a San Francisco label, Zip Records. So that's why it took about 2 years, didn't it, really, to come out, you know. But
because we were in the studio 2005, weren't we?
Yeah, 2005, 2006, I think. So
yeah,
so that's why it took. There's these gaps between things. Everything takes so long to do. Just trying to get all in the same place, you know, to do it.
Yeah, because then between, what was it, the single, and there was 2009, and then there was a big gap right through to 2009, 2011, there was a single and LP, and then there was another big gap till 2018.
Yeah, we've had a few sabbaticals, you know, sort of.
I had kids as well.
Really, come on now. That's so inconsiderate of you.
Yeah. But at least they bring beer. I mean, you know,
that's a good thing about it.
Yeah. Fair enough. It was worth it then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't really say anything with the producer sitting here with the stereotypes. It took 40 years. They still haven't brought out a second album, so hell.
Oh, no.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
That could be some sort of record.
I think it probably is. So let's come up to date then. So we're now on your fourth album, Heaven's Light, Our Guide. Yeah. So a couple of questions about it. We're in the here and now. Please explain the title. Why Heaven's Light, Our Guide?
The title is the motto for Portsmouth City, which not many people know, even people that live there, which is weird. Because if you look at the crest of Portsmouth, it's got Heaven's Like a God underneath. But once again, not many people even know that. So
I didn't until he told me.
And he's born and bred, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
But there's something in
I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah, there is actually. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's got something to do with India as well. I think was it. I think it's an Indian motto as well for some reason. I think
it's Arabic. Yeah.
It's Arabic.
Yeah.
I thought it's something to do with when we said the East India Company or something used to use it as a motto or something like this back in the day. So yeah, but it's mainly just the motto of Portsmouth. You know, I thought it's a really nice. You know, I don't know. It sounds nice, doesn't it? I don't know why. It's just. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that picture really does. That Ray took.
What, the album cover?
Yeah,
that's it. It's just the Portsmouth, the sea. That's what it is. That's it. Yeah.
And that just glorious sort of light.
Yeah. Heaven's light.
Heaven's light. It is. It's an absolutely fabulous album. Congratulations on it. I am completely hooked on it. Absolutely love it, guys.
We are quite proud of it. It's good.
You should be. You should be. Anyone we will come back to socials and so forth in a little while, but this is, as we've said repeatedly, Heaven's Light, our guide, which is reflecting badly off here. But before we put up socials, where can people buy this from, gentlemen?
We can buy it from our website, which is what is our website? Torpedosband.co.uk, I think.
Absolutely.
Don't worry, it will come up on a banner. Don't worry, we'll scroll that up in a little while. So buy it from the website, yeah.
You can buy it from the record company, which is Detour Records.
Yeah.
So you can get that from there as well. And I guess you can order it from shops, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and also you can buy it on all of the
main platforms.
Like Apple Music and all that. Spotify and things.
Yeah, whatever that is.
And what was that other thing that we
don't ask me?
Bandcamp and
Bandcamp,
all that sort of stuff, which I know idea about.
And it's a glorious 2-disc creation. A glorious 2-disc creation. We have plenty to listen to on here.
Yeah, it's because no one really makes it's on vinyl as well, double vinyl, which no one really makes double vinyl albums these days, do they? It's like 21 track double albums. No one really does it. So it's, why not? So our last album was a double as well, the Black Museum, the album before.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd have to start. We were going to do a triple actually, but we sort of had to stop before one of us died.
Fair play. And there's a couple of guests on this album I've seen, Anna Palmer and Hayley Alker. And Anna Palmer plays violin and Hayley Alker is vocals. How did they come to be on the album? What's their connection with you?
Well, Hayley is in a band called Curl. You probably haven't heard of them, but
I have now.
She's the wife of John Callender, who produced the album.
Yeah. And John Callender's a band called Cranes. You might have heard of Cranes. They're sort of a local Portsmouth band.
They're in Record Collector the other day.
Are they?
Yeah.
And there's also who's the bass player? Frank, who's in Corpus Delicti.
Yeah.
A French goth band. So they're sort of our mates. So that's where we got her to do the vocals.
She did some keyboards in the last album, didn't she?
No.
Oh, right.
She's played live with us.
She's played live with us. Yeah.
And Anna on the violin is just because a mate of ours, Sean, who does basically all our artwork and stuff. I said to him, "Do you know a violinist? Because I fancy having a violin on it." He said, "Yeah, someone at work." So
his boss.
He's boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
She plays in Chichester Orchestra, is it? She plays the Chichester Orchestra. And so, we go in to play the violin. Proper musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she turned up with with actual music she'd written down, of the song. And I was thinking, is it really like that?
That really confused you, didn't it, Razor?
All this technical stuff. Like, oh, I noticed you go down to the D-7th rather than the F natural. I'm thinking, what are you on about? I'm going down the pub. You carry on.
So he did. She turned up. And I was the one, because I've got some music knowledge. We guided her through it. But only took a couple of hours, and she done a really good job.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because I think Shirley said to me she's classically trained, isn't she?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah, a musician.
We got a photo with her, didn't we? At that Langston, was it Langston?
Where it was
Langham's gig. She came along to that.
Yeah, but she wouldn't do the launch show with us because she was too nervous. So
yeah.
We had no violin on that one. Shame. Just use the keyboards instead.
Yeah,
that's a shame. Because see, that would have been the Damned connection. There would be very good with Vanian's daughter playing violin and coming on stage. That would have worked well. That. Darn it! And you've got a single.
You can.
Just if he's watching, you know.
I like that. Good.
And there's a single out from the album as well, isn't there? Tomorrow's Mine.
Tomorrow's Mine.
Is that out now? Yeah.
You can still buy it. Yeah, that was quite good. That's had a few plays on radio. You know, these underground stations and that. So it's been quite good. Yeah, we had quite a good bit of feedback on that. That's a bit different from what we've done before, you know.
Yeah,
it's a bit more
disco-y, isn't it? This is like a disco tune.
It's a dark disco tune.
Dark disco.
Dark disco. All right, dark disco. I like that.
Sounds like
so what?
Wrong with dark disco.
So what? When you said you were going to do a triple and it came out as a double, what's happened to these other tracks? Are these stacking up for the next album then? They haven't been binned, have they?
No, we've still got them, and
good.
We'll see what happens later with them. So yeah, we're not sure yet because it's taken ages to do this one. It's like, right, let's have a bit of a break and do some gigs, you know. Stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens to those.
Under a Spell's on the single, isn't it? Tomorrow's Mine.
There's an extra track on the single. There's an extra track on that. But yeah, for the others, we'll keep them until later.
All right, fair enough. And how was the launch night? Because you had a big launch night for the album, didn't you? Was it the Wedgwood Rooms?
Yeah,
right.
Portsmouth. That's great. It's really good.
Yeah,
I understand. Sorry to butt in, but I understand there is actually footage of that people can go and find that Elvis did a lot of work on. Is this true?
Yes.
Just two videos on YouTube now.
Yeah.
So there's one of them has got 2 tracks on because they sort of fed together. And the other one is just a sort of single track. So yeah, those are all on our website and online on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. Just if you go to Torpedoes Band on YouTube, you should get quite a few of our videos. So.
Excellent, and very, very helpfully there. My producer Ashley has just put up along the bottom of the screen all your socials. So if anyone wants to find out how to get in touch, it's good, isn't he? It's good. I think I'll keep him on for a while. So launch night was it? Sorry, say that again.
That's why he can't make the second album. He's too busy doing these tickets and stuff. Yeah.
It's no good, is it? So I'm just holding him up. I'm holding him back from his future career, putting ticker tapes on screen. How crap am I? Right, so there we are. So anyone who wants to get in touch with Torpedoes, these are their contacts on Facebook and on Insta and the website, and there's YouTube, so it's all down there. What if people did want to get in touch with you, whether it's to find out more about you, whether it's to book you for gigs, whatever it may be for, what's your preferred method of contact? Because some people favour one over the other and don't look at one thing for months but use something else. What do you guys use the most?
Probably Facebook, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, Facebook.
It's just on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, we don't really use our Hotmail account, do we? Really, we don't really look at that. So it's probably Facebook, really.
Yeah.
Or I think you can contact us via the actual website. So we got stuff for some on the website. What did I say it was again?
Sean's gonna be shouting at us.
I know Sean's been going.
It's right there on the screen. Look.
There you go.
They are.
On the screen.
Yeah.
There you go.
Found it, so you
That's
know.
our website. Yeah, there you go. At least someone knows.
Yeah.
And apparently, I saw the other day on your Facebook that there are some beautiful new T-shirts that people can buy as well on there.
There is. That's down to Sean again.
Yeah.
Our art man, and yeah, they're quite good actually. They look quite nice.
They're
So,
very good. People should, after this show, go on Facebook and have a look at that, because there was a lovely chap modelling one of the T-shirts on there the other day. It was quite splendid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been wearing it since, I think.
Wow.
Oh God!
Because he went to a festival at the weekend. He was wearing it the whole time there as well. So
I guess it's stuck on him now.
Oh dear. That's revolting.
Sort of.
Indeed, yes. He'd take it off and it'll stand up by itself. That kind of thing. So videos, that's something else I want to talk to you guys about. Before we move on to other stuff, videos. You've done some great videos. Who's the brains behind the videos? Who comes up with all the ideas, or is it a joint decision?
Well, the first couple of videos, was it
Well,
your brother-in-law?
The first video was Twisted Love Song, which was done in 2009. Was my brother-in-law, who's well, he does work in. He quit his job and he does do films and stuff.
And Jesus Phobia, didn't he?
Yeah, Jesus
Phobia
right.
did the video for that. So we went down to Bristol one day, wasn't it? So
We've just been in Blackpool, haven't we?
we just played a gig in Blackpool and then drove down straight after to Bristol and made this a couple of videos, didn't we?
He got a grant from whatever was it HTV or something, Bristol? What's the
I
HTV,
think TSW.
He got a couple of grand from them, so he got in contact. Said, "Do you want me? Can I do a video of Twisted Love Song?" Initially, but Ray said, "Yeah, you can, but we want to do Jesus Phobia as well because that was out at the time."
Yeah.
So we managed to do both videos in one day, didn't we?
Yeah.
So.
Oh wow!
So that was very professionally done. I mean, it was like
Good makeup.
Yeah, it's very good. You had a crew and everything, you know.
Yeah,
So
train track around us, isn't it?
yeah, it was very good. All the other videos have been done. I think all the other videos have been done by Sean. I think more or less. Yeah. And where did the ideas come from? I can't remember.
probably.
What's you and Sean?
Me and Sean
having
probably
beer,
just having a beer and say, let's do this ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
Let's, you know,
Beer again.
Yeah. I think that's our motivation to
Yeah.
Whatever works for you. So, all right, a question then. If you could have an ideal location to shoot a video in, is it individually to each one of you, where would it be?
God, I don't
Or an
know.
ideal scenario for a video?
Somewhere like the South Pole or something with some penguins. Are they from the South Pole?
Oh,
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Well, I'll go North Pole then with some
Right.
polar bears.
nice.
We'll meet in the middle.
Much of it left.
So he's going to go for the equator then.
That's it, yeah.
I think it'd be quite good in the South Pole, set up, you know, on a glacier with a load of penguins as the audience.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Brilliant. Yeah.
No one's done it yet. So
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where would you have been?
somewhere hot, probably, ideally.
What, like, you'd be like
The Sahara?
Ecuador.
No, not that hot.
Not that hot. Okay.
Yeah, sounds all right. South America, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to South
Nice,
America.
Nice, on the promenade.
It's nice in Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice in Nice. Oh, God.
Sorry, quite the strangers there. So.
I'm going for the penguin idea. I think the penguin idea would work.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to do it, we'll do it.
And it could be sponsored by Penguin Biscuits.
It could.
Yeah.
It's going to bring you on to something else in a minute, isn't it?
Before we do that, we do need to put your dates up on screen, because obviously we're hoping there's going to be lots of dates coming up to hear this album and all your past stuff. But at the moment, there are a couple of dates that are on the cards for you guys, aren't there?
Yeah, and I think we get some more in as well, I think. So we'll let you know more about that later. But yeah, they're the two that are confirmed at the moment. Yeah, we'll be getting some more stuff later.
Excellent. So we've got what's this one? September 21st at the Winchester Railway Inn, which I understand producer over here is also playing with you that night with the Stereotypes.
Certainly.
Absolutely.
So I guess, have you been there? Because it's a very good venue.
No, and we're going to come down and stay a couple of days because I've never been to Winchester. So this is exciting for me. There must be lots to see and do in Winchester.
Yeah, there is.
It is.
Yeah, lovely.
It's the old capital of England, so there's a lot of old buildings and stuff there and stuff like that. So it's there's a lot to do. It's good.
Yep.
Are there any ghosts? Can I go ghost hunting?
Yeah, everywhere.
They're everywhere there.
Yeah.
Must be.
You walk amongst them when you go down the high street.
also has the oldest pub in England. Whether it is or not, I don't know, because I think it's disputed. But I've been in there. It's supposed to be from 1128 or something. The oldest pub in England. So
That's good.
Check that out.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this trip down to Winchester then. And I'm squinting here. So we've got that for September 21st. And you've got London Harrow Trinity Bar. And that's October 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harrow.
That's Harrow. That's rather posh, Harrow.
Yes, on Thames, darling. And yes.
But it's supposed to be a nice venue.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never been there, but it's supposed to be quite a nice venue.
Oh, good stuff. So we've got those two at the moment, and hopefully we're going to have some more rolling out because people need to hear this fabulous album and they need to go and buy it as well.
They certainly do. We're skin.
Yeah. We spent the money for the album.
Right, so we've got those two coming up, and we have mentioned now two things that I was going to come on to. So I think it is time. It is time for the featured item of the show. See, it doesn't matter if you're Susie Quattro, Marco Peroni, Torpedoes, Roman Jug, everyone gets asked the same question on this programme. Tea and biscuit time. Are we ready? Each of you answering in turn, please. What is your favourite biscuit? Tea or coffee? And do you dunk?
Okay, I can't stand biscuits because I don't.
Sacrilege.
Sorry.
Out. Get out.
Off you go. Go on.
I never eat biscuits because I haven't got a sweet tooth at all. So
You don't eat cake.
I don't eat cake or anything. So, but I love tea. Any sort of tea, I love. You know,
Okay.
all the weird ones, you know,
Lapsang,
gunpowder and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Lapsang souchong,
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
matcha.
I love tea, can't stand coffee, so I only drink tea. No sugar, obviously.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry about the biscuits.
That's all right. We'll let you off. We'll come back to maybe a savoury question in a little while. Perhaps that'll be better.
That's easy. Yes.
All right, we'll come back to that in the random questions. Okay, next up.
So
Who's next?
I drink tea. I don't drink coffee. I can't stand it. Favourite biscuits, probably anything with chocolate on. Chocolate digestives, probably. That's what I've got on the fridge at the moment. So yeah.
Have you tried the white chocolate digestives?
I don't know what chocolate.
Oh, darn, I love those. They're very, very sickly.
Sweet for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, Jaffa cakes as well, if that counts. I love Jaffa.
Are they
cakes.
Jaffa cakes they are officially cake. They are officially cake. Our very first episode, we discussed this with Toya, who absolutely loves Jaffa cakes, and they became an obsession. So they are technically a cake.
Oh, all right.
Isn't there some sort of test you can do? Right? Doesn't a cake get harder and the biscuit gets softer in time? Is that the thing? That's the test.
That is true, but ultimately what it actually came down to was the VAT being paid on whether things are cakes or biscuits, and they managed to qualify it as a cake, which meant something to do with selling them. They paid less VAT, and I think it's like all of these things. It just comes down to money. Think of all the things that mobsters did in Vegas, but it all came down to taxes, didn't it?
Yeah.
tax men.
They get us all in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaffa cake, but Jaffa cakes are allowed because they were actually the biscuit / cake of choice that started this off many years ago. So yes, well done with the Jaffa cakes, but only original Jaffa cakes, not all these ridiculous flavoured
all the
ones.
lime ones were no.
Nah. Right, so next.
Right. So I like tea and coffee, and I like Earl Grey and chai and lots of different types of tea. And I love lots of different types of coffee, and I love lots of biscuits as well. But my favourite, I think, is a hobnob. And I do quite like a lotus biscuit, but yeah, mainly a hobnob.
Very traditional British biscuit, I feel.
Yeah.
Lotus biscuits and all.
What's a lotus biscuit?
It's like a caramel.
Oh, the
Yeah.
long thin ones. Yeah.
You can have spread as lotus
It's posh.
spread as well.
Yeah, it's bread. Yeah.
That's posh, is it?
Oh, it's posh stuff. Yeah.
That's what I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I don't know, because I think I first came across them when you go in these posh cafes and they put them in their little packets in the saucers, and then they just became more and more popular.
Yeah. It's the way forward.
That's how I got to know them.
Yeah.
So there's only 2, and then you want more.
Yeah.
This
See,
is
that's
what
the
these
thing. It's like
been.
people. Yeah.
More portly.
It's all those biscuits.
Yes, it's the bloody biscuits.
It's got nothing to do with the beer at all, is it?
No. But look, you're all slim like a There we are.
All right, so expanding from this, because obviously, you know, with a non-biscuit lover in our midst, we need to expand this out a little. So let's go for a random question we often have on this program, and that is, if you could choose anything to go on your rider, you've got a big stadium tour and a huge rider, what are you going to put on your rider?
What, apart from alcohol?
Apart from beer, we know beer's going, that's a given.
Do you need anything else? I don't know.
Say it.
Curry.
Surely some peanuts or something.
You can't eat a curry before a gig.
Well, after
I've done that once, and it's ridiculous. I did a gig in Bradford.
You don't want to do that.
No, you can't even move on stage. It's like, but no, I might maybe an onion bhaji, maybe, you know.
Oh,
and a pair of teeth. I like it.
A pair of teeth.
Yeah, I will put a pair of teeth. Yeah. If someone's had a go on it and it's been a bit hard and they got stuck on it,
Yeah, maybe Indian nibbles, I think, would be good. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Bombay mix.
Yeah. I've done Bombay.
Oh, Bombay mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be
All right, so that would bring me on to another random question. Unless anyone else has got anything they want to add onto this rider. No crisps, no fruit, no.
No, well, I need food going through when I'm playing. So I need to have like maybe a Mars, not a Mars bar, I hate Mars bars, Snickers, which was used to be called Marathon. Like
Marathon.
Now, I don't know what Snickers means. Just like bits, some things to eat, and I.
What did you have?
What, you were drumming?
Yeah,
Pepperami.
It was a pepperami.
Pepperami while he's drumming, literally.
Yeah.
You are kidding me.
Stick, yeah, that's the third stick I used. Yeah,
it's true. He does pepperami while he's drumming.
Has it got the hot one?
Yeah, it's got to be the hot one. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I have to eat while I'm drumming.
Yeah, it's true.
Otherwise, I start fading. Yeah.
Is this a normal thing for drummers? I've never heard this before.
He's
not a normal drummer.
Yeah, I'm not normal.
Well, all right, fair enough.
I think it must be some. They must, because tennis players have bananas and stuff, don't they? And
true, that is true.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I have like a proper roast dinner halfway through, and
he's very physical. He's very physical on stage. Yeah.
Clearly.
His body weight,
and
has to take most of his clothes off. So,
and that's just that's when I'm watching the bands.
Okay. Moving on then.
Yeah, why not?
So we I think we'll move on to spooky tales. Now, well, it's a question I ask. It's not always a popular question, so I like to try it out, but I'll expand it out because the question used to be, do you believe in ghosts? And if so, have you ever seen one? But I would also expand that out to, are you superstitious? So either or. Anybody got any superstitions they adhere to or any spooky tales they'd care to share?
Oh, dear.
You used to have a superstition of drinking lager before rather than anything else before a gig.
That's right. Even though
It's always had to be lager.
that's true, yeah. I'm quite superstitious about really stupid things, though. It's like I used to have to
Like
drink.
what?
Well, because I like real ale, yeah. But before a gig,
Yeah.
I only drink lager for some reason. I don't know why.
You still do that?
I still do that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. I don't know, because I think, I don't know, I did. The first few gigs I did, when we were playing, I only did lager or something, so I started drinking that, and I've kept it always the same because I thought, it's that's just one of many. I'm quite superstitious about stuff. Yeah. And do I believe in ghosts? Yes, I do.
Have you ever seen
And
one?
I've seen a couple of strange things, yeah, and that's
that's just
but,
looking around the room.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. But,
Sorry, guys.
No,
But you can't really say for definite if there's a ghost or not, can you? Really, it's because you don't know. It might just be the drink.
I've had two experiences, but I don't believe in ghosts. But I believe that I was, one was when I was about 14, and I was in my bed, and I thought I saw something on a shelf that was moving towards me, and I could swear it was like a baby or something that was moving, and it came down the wall. And anyhow, so that was that, and I absolutely.
It sounds like train
spot.
Yeah, well, I absolutely put myself.
Well, you would.
And I was in the rectory all alone, and so yeah, that was that, and it was very weird. Another one when I was a student, and I had what's the thing everyone gets in their throat? Tonsillitis. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I had tonsillitis. I went to bed, and I was in this like state of weird, like whether I was conscious or not. But I sort of got out of my body, and I turned around. I could see myself, and then I walked down the stairs to sort of try and get a glass of water, which was very weird. Because then when I came back upstairs and went back into my body, I then had a glass of water beside me. So that's that's my two things. But I think it's just I was just off with the fairies somewhere. Really,
that's what tonsillitis does to you. It does.
Yeah,
really. I've had that before. It's really knackers you up. Yeah. Tonsillitis.
But yeah, that's my two things. Don't know if Shirley's had any things, but
Shirley, well,
yeah,
he knows.
Probably go up to Scotland or something and seeing
the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
No, we did. We were talking, and we have both had weird experiences with Ouija boards, me and Shirley. So yes, he does have spooky tales. Sadly, we're not going to get him, are we? Because we're coming up to the end, and he hasn't come. Shirley, we've missed you. We've missed you so much. It's not fair. Bloody Scottish internet. I don't know. All right. So then, one final random question: have either of you had any stupid or embarrassing accidents that have left you with scars?
Yes.
Go on.
I've got a scar there because when I was at school, in middle school actually, my mate, Ash, don't you, my mate Ash, he dropped his ruler on the floor, so I pushed him off his chair just for a laugh.
As you did.
I was laughing my head off, thinking that's funny. So he just threw my ruler on the floor, and I thought, push him off my chair. And he did, and I smashed my head against the desk next to me, and had to go to hospital and have stitches. So
ow!
he was Yeah, he's a bit worried about that. He's going, don't tell no one, will you? So no, I just fell off the seat. That'd be all right. so no one knows until now that he did it.
Oh no, it's all revealed now. It's out there.
Yeah. I thought it was a gentle, mild man of man.
No.
The truth's coming out now.
Well, I fell off my bike a couple of years ago and broke my ribs. That's the most recent one, I suppose. So that was very painful. Still managed to sing something on the album a couple of weeks later.
With broken ribs.
Yeah.
That's dedication for you, that is.
Yeah.
Hey, that's heroic.
Yeah. So, obviously that takes quite a few months to heal up. But, yes, probably
It does. Yeah, I've done that. Done my ribs. That new Model Army gig. Terrible.
You're the Dave Grohl of the band, you see. That man gets taken off to hospital, gets his leg put in plaster cast, carries on the show. You break your ribs, you keep on going.
It's in his throne.
Keep on going.
Well, I was. We used to play a game called Manhunter when I was a kid, and you'd all because I was in Somerset, so there's a few sheep around and a couple of cows everywhere. And you'd be with your mates, and then one person, it's like sort of tag or whatever it is with knobs on. So one person goes off, and we're playing at my house, and across from my house was the main school, and we we all sort of then started going to the school, and I'd seen someone, and they had got up onto the top of the school roof. And so I then climbed up onto the school roof as well. And there was these like struts going across with like cables. And so there was sort of just sort of hurdling height. So we were hurdling them. And then there was one a little bit higher. And I thought I could duck under it. I didn't. And I went dong straight on. So I got this scar on my head here. And it was like smashed in there. So I had to go back and to this roof and stuff, blood dripping everywhere. It was head injuries, and went my mum back to my mum, and mum was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" Then she went, "Oh, it's nothing," and just put this like sort of, she had these suture patches, so my mum did it for me, and stuck my head back together again. Yeah, and then me and my mate played Warhammer games afterwards for a bit.
Right. That's the thing you did when you were kids, wasn't it? It's like no one went to the doctors or hospital.
No,
there's something wrong with it. I remember getting like an iron nail through my foot when I was a kid. My mum just put some Dettol on it. That'll do. That's all right.
Yeah. Do you know what? Everything I ever did as a kid, I'd go indoors and go, "Oh, Mum, I've done this, I've done that." It'd be, put a bit of Vaseline on it, it'd be fine. Off you go. It was always a bit of Vaseline.
Okay, wasn't it? I mean, we're still here, so it's all right. It works. That is going mayonnaise.
Stick it back together yourself with a bit of super glue, you'll be fine. Right, gentlemen, unbelievably, we've hit the hour mark. I can't believe this.
That's not really
flipping heck. So my wonderful, glorious producer here and member of the Stereotypes, who will be joining you in Winchester at the Railway Inn on September the 21st, is scrolling across the bottom of the screen here, your socials, which everyone has to go on to YouTube and see these videos from the launch night for the album Heaven's Light, Our Guide. And you have to go onto Facebook and you need to follow these guys. And you need to go on the website and you need to buy this fabulous album and much more besides. Right way up, Kath. This fabulous album, double album, and much more besides. And you need to get out to these gigs and come and see Torpedoes. Isn't this right, gentlemen? And anything else you guys wish to say?
The Stereotypes. Come and see us. Yeah, come and see us in Winchester with the Stereotypes. We're looking forward to it. So, yeah.
Good. Well, thank you very much. It's been wonderful.
I'm looking forward to it too, guys. Can't wait.
Before I was so interestingly interrupted, can we also thank Paul Bedford at Kick Down the Doors PR? Because without Paul, we wouldn't have all hooked up in the first place, would we? So thank you, Paul, at Kick Down the Doors PR.
See you in a couple of weeks, I think, in London.
Yes, we will. We'll see you in London, and then we'll see you in Winchester. There's no getting rid of us. But thank you, gents. And you know, everybody, get out there, buy the music, support this band. They are absolutely fabulous. We love them to bits. And if you can get to either the gig in Winchester or the gig in Harrow, do go. And hopefully there'll be more gigs coming up. And if there are, I will be sharing them on all my social media as well. So support these guys. Go and see these guys. You will love them. Go and listen to their music now on YouTube. Thank you so much, gents. Sorry we didn't get Shirley joining us as well.
Cheers, Cathy.
Thank you very much.
But
Take
thank
care.
you. And we will see you very soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And there you have it. Hopefully that has given you a flavour of Torpedoes. Seriously, they are an absolutely brilliant band. This album is just amazing. And we're looking forward to getting out and seeing them very, very soon, along with the Stereotypes. So thank you all for joining us once again on Reignite. And remember, keep supporting these artists, buy their music, go and see them. We need to keep bands and live music out there. And it's down to you to do it. So we will see you very soon on Reignite. In the meantime, take care, everyone.